Hello, Alabaster.
What it do?
What gonna do, buddy?
I just had my last appointment for cardiac rehab.
Nice.
Wait, I can turn its engine on? No, it has a radio. Oh, that's funny.
Oh, I gotta get in server.
It's
got
probably
a
all
few
fucked
mods
up
to
too.
download it.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Yep, a lot of stuff got added, taken out, fucking thrown about. So this is set for 1 ring, so let's see.
Oh no, I'm having flashbacks. 1 ring.
Load in the chamber. Ooh, it has a loading animation. That's cool. Alright.
Are we mortars now again?
Sure. I don't know.
They added some big ass howitzer and I'm trying to test it
Oh.
out. Oh, okay, so it's a fire thing here. Oh, my ears.
Howitzer.
See how big those splashes are. Now I should have checked time of flight, but I don't want to get my eyes off target now, so. Yeah, that certainly is a big boom. So I did not hear any. Now I'm gonna assume our training was supposed to be at night.
Where the F is server info? I can never find it. I'm looking.
It's like between announcements and something
I'm
else.
looking
It's
at
at,
Italian.
if you're looking for your new password, it's guns up
Oh, I remember that
with
now.
capital G, capital
Yeah.
U.
Camel case.
So is there a way to connect these things up? Doesn't look like it.
The fuck? Why
What?
are we deleting it?
It's probably Quantum or whoever's GMing for them. I'm frozen. Is this server freezing?
Server's dog shit.
Where are the islands? Okay, we're doing that again.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm stuck in the. Now I don't know if this is a server issue or if this is a me issue.
No, it's a server issue.
Alright.
Oh, looks like I'm getting a new job. I got interviews. Got 2 interviews.
Yeah.
So a guy called me that I worked with 2 jobs ago, and he was like, "Hey, how you doing? Do you want a job? We're hiring 3 different people. We're hiring 3 different positions." And I interviewed with the hiring manager, and we were just laughing and bullshitting. So I got the second interview right away. So it's pretty
Nice.
high likelihood I'll get that job. And I'm checking out at my job. My boss, not my boss, but the architect on this project is like that I'm on right now is just change. I don't think he's ever worked with Terraform before, and he's just changing shit to change shit. I'm like, he's like, I want to do it this way, and I'd like to change the way we do it. I'm like, that's great. Just tell me how you want it, And I think he wants strong, like more opinionated And I'm like, my opinion is get the job done and go the F home and don't make it more complicated than it is. And you're doing all that, so I'll be happy to get out of there. He's a nice guy, though. That's the weird thing is that, like, a lot of times the people I'm working with are nice. They're just more gung-ho about being complicated and clever. And I'm like beyond all that cleverness. I used to be that way, and now I'm like, stop being clever. Just fucking do the work.
Yeah, I'm about to say, like, you're old now, and you're like, fuck it. Like, I just want it to work.
Yeah, I want it to work, and when I look at it again in a year and a half, I don't want it to be complicated. You know, I don't want a bunch of files pointing to other files, pointing to other files. I just want some flat files that are pretty, you know. But he's like modularizing everything, like over optimizing, if you know what I mean. And that's, I know it's kiss of death.
I mean, there is a value in
He's not wrong.
containerizing.
Yeah,
You know, like,
he's not wrong, but he's also not right. Like in my experience, I've gone down this road before, and it sucks when you get new people in and you got to be like, oh yeah, it's really complicated. Check it out. And they're like, ugh. It's not like rocket science. We're just standing up cloud infrastructure with code, and it doesn't need to be that complicated.
Why is everything nowadays fucking drama? I can't go 5 minutes without fucking drama.
People
God
love drama,
damn.
dude. People love drama.
Leave me alone.
They like
I
drama.
don't want drama.
I have worked, my whole life has been to avoid drama, and my wife is 100% as much drama as I can handle, and a little more.
Right, Nugget. You're here.
Silver Crash?
Yeah, Quantum did some stupid. I don't know what the fuck he did.
I'm going to pee myself.
Hey, man. What's going on? Rogue Medic is on my stream. What's going on, man?
Rogue Medic or
Yeah.
Rogue-O-Matic?
Rogue Medic.
Rogue Medic.
Okay.
Oh, the
Good
server
question,
finally
though.
fucking crashed.
I never heard of Rogue
What is
Medic, but that's a cool name.
Oh, there's a game update.
I'm just trying
Fuck
to
me up the asshole.
just trying to get on pass. I'll pass on that. I'm just trying to get on the server so I can get my. I'll
wait,
probably
no, I'm
show
gonna
up
stream.
and
I have to shut up.
I'll probably show up with no pants on like I usually do. Like for some reason the pants always f up.
That's the first thing to go when they update shit for some reason.
He's chilling. Rogue Medic's just chilling tonight. I had to take a big fat nap. I got woken up like I don't know 3 times yesterday when I was trying to sleep. And took a big fat nap this afternoon. I feel better. It's weird not drinking caffeine anymore, though. I gotta say, I'm tired.
I can only say.
I'm tired a lot. I'm tired a lot, but I'm not exhausted. Like like if you got up, if you're a caffeine addict, and you get up and don't have any caffeine, you could barely open your eyes. But now I wake up pretty fast. But I have to sleep.
Okay. Alright, so let's gonna walk through this. I was gonna. Since the server's down, you know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it is. This would be the worst stream ever.
We gotta swap to Factorio and give them a Factorio stream.
Oh, you're right. I will practice on a Factorio a little bit, and we can team up. But I've been playing Arc Raiders like every day. I'm stuck on Arc Raiders, man. I'm a shredder murderer. I'm so deadly now in that game. They screw the server up. Oh, there it is.
The server blew up.
Yeah. Ooh, it says where are the islands in a military font. That's got to count for something. Block letters.
Man, we're so kind. We're so light.
That
Okay, we
AI is there.
seem to have been rolled back a good bit.
Yeah, which it needed to happen.
Okay, here we go. Where are we? Are we going to the airfield?
Yeah.
Oh, so Alabaster, since last time you joined, I don't know if you've been on with the new stamina mod. They changed how the stamina works. So the moment you go above like 35 kgs, you turn into a turtle.
Okay, that's good to know. 35. Okay. Yeah, that's about where I'm. Let me see what my kit says.
That's a bit of an exaggeration. It's like fucking. My kit's missing half its fingers now.
Yeah, me too. There's the vehicles. I'm barefoot. No gloves.
Yeah, I can fucking drop your mine real quick.
Yeah, drop yours and I can just pick and choose. Where you at? Where you at, dog?
Behind you.
No, you're not.
Tapping on your shoulder.
Oh.
Tapping on your shoulder.
Hello, sir.
Hello, good sir.
Yeah, drop some crap for me. And I'll just pick it up and see what it'll let me pick up. Oh, that is new. That is new. Oh, it's not letting me get that. I have a map, I believe. Pants. I wonder if my nods work again. Last time I played, my nods didn't work. Pick gun? Pick gun. A lockpick gun? What the hell are you doing? What are you doing?
To unlock doors.
That's kooky. Don't we have explosives for that? Oh, that was the army.
We can also use explosives, yeah.
I mean, we're Marines. Do we? I don't need that map.
I don't know.
Don't need that. I think I need this ATAC.
Boots, backpack,
5.56 Glock. 5.56. Yep. I don't have a gun at any. Do you have? Oh, I need boots. I need boots.
There's boots in here.
Yeah.
Somewhere in this pile.
Hiking shoes. Okay, I guess I can wear those. What is that?
We're going on a
Drop
hike.
leg. Let's do that. Modular. Okay. What is that? Boom.
The other one has the fucking gun in it. Sidearm.
Chainsaw. That's 300 blackout, is it? That chainsaw. Wait a minute. I thought I picked it up. Where did it go?
It's 5.56.
Oh, it's a 5.56.
It's on the ground.
It's weird because it says BLK on it.
I think that's the manufacturer.
Blackout. Well, usually BLK means blackout and
blackout.
And there's different blackout rounds, but it's almost used exclusively with 300. But it's just a little confusing. Sunglasses. I wear those at night.
And there's also the drop leg holster on the left hand side, which has the
I got that.
pistol in it.
I got that. Mine doesn't
the
have
right
a
side.
pistol
Never
in
mind.
it. Oh, the other left side. Military left.
I mean, I have to always put up my hand and go L and then look at. Even when I'm in my car, like,
You dorks. You should get a pair of those shoes with an L and an R on the shoe.
I mean, I've seen one better. One time when I was fucking driving Uber, there was a guy who had those surgeon gloves on, and he wrote left and L and right
Oh my
on
God.
the pairs.
What happens in your life that you don't get that down? Maybe it's maybe there's it's like a neurological
thing. Yeah.
I wonder if this helmet is different from my helmet.
Ooh, it should be the same. Looks the same.
Let me look at the name of it. SH. Yeah, they're the same.
SMHS
Yeah, they're the
Optor.
wonder if my... We will see if my nods work. I had that problem last time we played.
If they don't work, what you need to do is go to the mod settings.
Oh, I seem to remember that.
Under controls, and then go to
Oh, they
SAN.
SCS.
They work.
Yeah, SHS, because they override the night vision toggle.
Yeah, I got them.
Let's put everything else here in the fucking
I
trash
don't
can.
think I need any of this other stuff. Well, let me grab these grenades for S's and G's. Grab this grenade. Modular. Yeah. Let me save this. Rig. Save loadout. Bacon loadout.
Alright, when you guys get there, take those. Well, let me get the vehicles. This should be refueled. Take both of those vehicles to upper limb Ford.
Ford.
Upper limb forward. That's lower limb forward. That's upper limb forward. Okay, so that's getting on the road, taking a.
I'll drive if you
F.
TC. Oh no, wait a minute. We gotta each drive one. Get in, driver.
So take a left.
Wait, am I
Take
in
a
the right
right.
rig? Oh, you're not driving.
Yeah, I got these Jeeps out here with
Oh,
no doors
Jeeps.
out.
Oh, okay. Those are better than shit. Yeah.
You
'cause
convinced me with the.
oh, the doorless Jeep. I think those are the best. We don't even need guns on them, but we can have guns on them.
I'm gonna stick myself into deltas.
Here, I'll just follow you guys in this one if we need it.
Yeah, but we'll take both of them. So, what did I say?
Hey, Delta, head
Take-
west up the airfield and go out that way.
Yep.
They're blocking.
Plugs in so my sensitive baby ears don't explode.
Oh.
Ram it. Say fuck it.
I'm not gonna damage military hardware.
But
I'd skate. Take a left and take a right. Right, Upper Limford is past the bridge crossing, right?
where's upper?
Well, it starts past the bridge crossing, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
Something just went boom.
I heard it. I had a burrito for lunch. That was me. No, I didn't.
Alright, I think this is upper. Yeah, this should be upper.
Yeah, keep on going. Make your not that left, the next left.
Next left. Good copy.
And then take a right. Ripple.
Hey, where'd you go?
What?
I accidentally teleported. Delta teleporting. I was gonna teleport myself.
Oh, where do I need to go?
I'm
Alright,
getting
just keep-
kidnapped.
Take your first right. Go straight.
Taking a right. There you guys are.
Vehicular kidnapping.
Right. So, yeah, Delta, if you just kind of. There's good. Alright. So. Okay. So, we're talking about some urban principles today. Okay?
Mhm.
So, really, it's all like. It goes back to some of the fundamentals. we're talking about control. Staying in control of the situation increases our survivability and the mission success. Okay, we want to be quick and we want to be efficient with everything, but we are looking.
It's the battle between the daytime training and the nighttime training.
Fucking dumbass.
Stop it.
Never stop.
Never stop believing.
This gun is so useless.
All right. Yeah, that rear one.
I mean, I
All
thought
right.
we established that when we were playing on a zombie server.
It's true.
So, with our speed, we want to make sure that we're doing things quickly and as fast as possible, but there's a line that we say that we don't want to increase risk. Okay, so and that comes really important when we get here in these urban environments. Do we have an idea of maybe why that would be more important in a urban environment?
There's
Lots of places to hide.
There's so many places for rocket launchers to hide.
Yeah, and it's not just that. You're instead of when we are working with more open areas, going down an MSR, we've got our sight lines, and it's pretty easy on here. Like where we're standing right now, how many
Very short.
angles is there?
A Borzillion, a Gorgillion.
Yeah. So like
a million.
in right here. Shit, if I can get it to work.
I mean, if I was a rocket launcher dude, I would just be right here. Shoop, boo boo.
I mean, either there or
Right
what?
here,
Shoop.
in one of these buildings that you guys
Up
can see
there.
from where you're at.
Yep.
Ramirez, get down.
Radic, dick, get out of there. Nice raincoat though.
Oh yeah, y'all can see that name tag, but I forgot about the fucking name tag shit. But see, like he's right there. Like, there's no way you can see that. At the end of the day, and that could be 50 million different people. So we want to go as fast as that remains us in control of the situation at the end of the day. Okay. When vehicles just start getting introduced, we can degrade the amount of control really quick. Okay, so that's really what we want to do. Is we want to utilize the vehicles where we're maintaining control of the situation. We're dictating the outcome. We're not just going into a situation and then being reactive with the vehicles. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So what you're saying is spray and pray every house before we drive
Yeah.
near it.
Well, or don't
Well,
don't get in too deep. You know what I mean? Because that's when we
Yeah.
usually get in trouble, when we get into
Yeah.
a town too deeply.
So, like right here, okay? So in this case scenario, I'm going to park this vehicle over here, and I'm going to move this one back. Okay, so we're coming into this situation right here, right? All right, and I'm going to teleport all of us back here. Okay. Al went way back here. All right. So say this is we're getting ready to turn into this town here, right? Okay.
Yes.
So right here, what we would probably want to do in a case scenario is dismount. So we're coming in, we're dismounting here, and you've got your gunner and maybe your driver, and that's it. And the teams are moving up, okay? But what
Yeah.
we're doing here with this is instead of the vehicle pressing as the charge point, the teams are moving, okay? And the vehicle follows behind, essentially.
So textbook
Do it.
example when we did that one joint trading. Well, not really, because I barreled down the road like a fucking freak.
Yeah, but there's all the different ways because essentially, all right, if that vehicle's there, right, these guys, right, are going to see the threats before that vehicle will.
Mhm.
The fuck, Delta, you got that shit off?
What?
Okay.
Eh?
The scope.
Oh, I was experimenting. Sorry.
Um, I take it Al's still here.
I'm right here. I just can't. I think I'm tired.
I think I'm tired, boss.
44 kilograms. I gotta drop some of this crap.
Yeah, so if you sprint too much, you will just slow down and
Yeah.
need some time to recover.
Because remember, also vehicles create false confidence, and it gets us more. Like we think that we're safe because we've got a big ass 50 on the vehicle and the gun, and we can just fucking hammer down, right? So, like our core principles, like we talked about last time, was the simple fact that like we're looking at everything as an early abandonment trumps like most actions or in our decision making, because if we're all in the Vic, we limit our freedom of action. And being as special forces, we want the freedom of action. You once again, you want to dictate the situation, not the situation dictate you. Okay? All right. The other fun thing about when we do urban is what's like when we're in these urban environments, what's the biggest headache with a vehicle?
Turning around.
Dismounted.
Okay, yeah. Well, dismounting shouldn't, because you should dismount quick, and that should be like an instant thing that happens. Before we get too deep into an urban environment, we already want to be dismounted. So that shouldn't be our factor.
Head-on traffic, like hostile contact, vehicular in nature from the front.
Yeah. Alabaster was kind of the closest with it. Why is he with my training?
Rockets are bad.
Why is he?
I mean,
Oh my god,
rockets are bad, yeah.
you get tired so fast. This is crazy.
Mm-hmm. That's why I said the moment you go like above 40 kgs, you turn into a fucking gorilla.
So the vehicles are constrained, right? You lose your freedom of motion with a vehicle in an urban environment. You know, this is essentially this road right here that we're on, killbox. Essentially, like when we're here with this Vic, where does this vehicle have to go away from enemy contacts if they're in these buildings?
A
Backwards.
sharp turn.
Not really anywhere,
Or
you know.
or do you mean the one over here by the bench?
The one on the street, I've kind of
Oh,
parked
there
one on
it
the
is.
bench. Yeah. There's not a lot of options for this, you know? You can go forwards or backwards, right? So,
Oops.
Hey, don't shoot me.
so and it goes back to, you know, what I was talking about is the vehicle support especially in an urban more than anything. The vehicles are there to support the dismounted actions, not to be that centerpiece of it. Now,
Mhm.
Delta, you remember how we did that before with the raid that we did.
Mhm.
So when we're talking about using cordon, okay, and blocking positions, we're not going to block a full town. What we're most likely going to be doing is setting up a blocking position for a single street block. So let's say everybody's here moving through, right?
Mhm.
Okay, and they're attacking this church. We might only have these vehicles like this set up. Now this one might be reversed, so the gun can be there, but we're not moving. Now, what we might do is we might push out that Vic a little bit more so they can do it. But we're basically moving with the team. We're not. How effective are we if Alabaster's there? You guys are clearing that building, and we're in this Vic right here. How effective is Alabaster's Vic at this point? If you guys become
Net
in
zero.
contact. Yeah. So a lot of times when how we are thinking is we're thinking in the short game. We're trying to hold like our cordons are holding a control zone, essentially. We're not trying to clear terrain. Does that make sense?
Yeah. We're just trying to help secure it.
Yep. And let's say it's a dead end road. You know, how would we do that, right? Would you move one vehicle in with your teams and then keep one as a blocking position, right?
Yeah.
So, because
That would
here, go ahead.
that would secure the road from having somebody else drive their car in front of that dead end and not letting you out, and then having be boxed in and then get obliterated.
Yep. Cool. All right. So, a couple other like things what we're doing is when we're looking at this, you know, we're looking most of the time at uh, using vehicles for extended reach and tempo. We don't most of the time vehicles going to be used because you're trying to get somewhere quick or it's far away at the end of the day. They're delivery systems, not fighting platforms. Because if we're using them as the main primary fighting platform, then a lot of times, you know, we probably should be breaking contact, right? So if it gets too sticky, we're sitting there too long with the Vic, break the decision to abandon the vehicle or break contact needs to happen. Okay. So, you're using it as an infill exfil piece, right? That's pretty easy. The mobile cordon, what we talked about. So as the teams are, like, say we're clearing this town, as the teams are clearing buildings, the Vics are moving with the teams on there. We're not worried about doing the whole zone. Now you might even do a roaming patrol if you got enough Vics or something, you know. Rapid QRF. Let's say it's a snatch and grab or something that's the mission set requires stealthiness. What's the problem? Let's say in this house right that you guys are in front of.
Loud ass
Right?
V8 outside.
Yeah. Or you guys are boots on ground, all right? And you're these Marsoc guys. All right? So they're trying to grab that guy. What's this problem?
Well, we can hear it coming from a mile away.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So why would we bring if we're trying to be stealthy, why would we bring a vehicle on target, right? Because we basically you saw how far I was. Like, I don't even have a sight line, and you can already hear the vehicle on there. So, a lot of times, also, you would be using more Civi-Vics at the end of the
What was
day.
that?
Like, we're not using, like, especially if it's an HVT and you're trying to blend in, like, why would I run in with this big old 50 if it doesn't call for it? So it's always picking, like, the vehicles that's there.
The right
Um,
tool for the right job.
Yeah.
Right. So, and we're looking for the vehicles to be able to move people quickly in or out, whether it's a medevac situation. What the hell are you doing, Gus?
It's a civvy pick.
Rapid QRF. That it's also the other thing, especially since they're doing this weight mod. What's the advantage of having a vehicle with ground troops?
You can carry stuff in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what they've been talking about a lot. That they finally want to put their actual heavy equipment in our cars. Where I was like, when they were discussing that, hey, guess what Gator has been doing for you guys this entire time?
Yeah. So we're
Are you
we're
sure,
doing.
Stones?
A little bit.
But we really don't. We want to get away from being those static uh, gun platforms. So you don't want to just sit a gun there and be like holding down, like being that suppressive fire on there, or a protected stronghold where you're trying to rally behind it because it's got a gun. Because that goes back to what we talked about last week, Al, where we're not. We want to get away from the vehicles as much as possible because they become RPG magnets.
Yeah.
And they basically in an urban environment, it gets even worse onto it. So most of the time, we are wanting to dismount. It all goes to this whole thing: dismount quickly, because vehicles introduce predictability. If you know that a vehicle's going down this road, and that's the only way they can go, it's so predictable to set up an ambush.
Yeah.
We're vulnerable to IEDs. The other thing that happens is how how easy is it to PID from a 50 cal on top of a gun in first person?
Very easy. It's a very distinct boxy shape. Like see main like the actual fire mechanism.
Yeah, I'm talking about properly. Can you properly PID? How
Oh,
fast can you
from the
properly
position
PID?
of the gunner, not that
Yes,
fast.
you're on the 50. You're on the 50 shooting. There's civvies, friendlies, and enemy. How easy is it to PID? How quickly can you PID each one of those targets when there's
Well,
multiple of all each ones?
not too fast. You're gonna have to take your time,
Yeah.
especially between civilians and the enemy.
And you can't spray.
So that's what urban environments cause us. Because if we're sitting here, right, and essentially, here, I'll move this Vic up here.
He moved it in
Oh.
the air.
Ouch. I'm dead.
Alabaster died.
Wow. Let's see how that works.
Tragic. Oh yeah, what do you guys think of Bad Bunny's fucking NFL performance?
I
Halftime
have
show.
no idea.
NFL's
I didn't watch
fixed.
it. Yeah, I don't watch it.
Not even talking about the game, just talking about the halftime
Oh,
show.
I don't watch the NFL.
Oh
'cause
no,
it's
I don't.
fixed.
Yeah, I don't watch any of that. So
Yeah,
So,
I don't care
Delta.
about it. I just watched the halftime show. Yep.
Yeah, I didn't really watch it.
Get on the 50 real quick.
Sorry, I'm a fat ass right now.
Oh, there's some Looks like somebody blew something up at base here.
Audible contact.
Well, why are we
Who the
Why are
fu-
we driving
Who
the
the fuck
Vic?
is kidnapping my car?
This man's still alive.
I know we're trying to.
I don't have any zip ties for him.
So that's a friendly. Oh, it is kind of hard to tell, especially if he had like more tan clothing on.
There's no reason to be in the vehicle. All right, so see, enemy right there. Just seeing that took you what, like 3 seconds at least, just to
Yeah.
identify that.
I was waiting for him to pull out a gun as well. That's what I primarily do to PIT targets, to see first if they have a gun to distinguish them from civilian and potential hostile or friendly.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's what we're supposed to do. At the
Yeah.
end of the day.
Since he was walking out unarmed and then pulled out his pistol, then I opened fire. Mike's
What
Mike's-
are you doing, Gus?
Gus, this is a trade.
You set their thing lower.
No, I'm doing what I'm doing.
That sounds like a lot of dudes.
Nice. That guy's unarmed. Oh, he had
Just pulled out.
a gun. Yeah, he had a gun. That guy does not.
It's that whole. It's kind of hard to replicate it.
Yeah,
Too much
I
with these
know.
stupid AIs, but it's the whole thing. It's like you're sitting there, a guy just comes around the corner. It takes you a second sometimes, because you find out where he's at. Are they an enemy? Are they not? That's ultimately kind of what you're at. All right. Something that they're probably not going to do in here, but in real world, if you think about it, vehicles have a they have a psychological aspect on it.
Mhm.
So
Taking my lanes of fire so I don't fucking overpin one of these dudes and hit the civilian. Yeah, Lewis, you want to take it for a spin?
Sure. What happens when you look up in that vehicle? Can you see anything when you're on the gun? If I look up too far, I can't see anything.
You might need to do a free look.
Yeah.
right. So does everybody remember the last week's decision making? I
No.
know Delta, you weren't here, but Alabaster.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If we run a little exercise into Windmere, do you feel like you could essentially apply that in today's to it?
Maybe if we talk through it first, because we kind of talked through
Okay.
it
Yeah, talk through it.
last week, and then when we go in, because there was like, if I remember correctly, there was like the gross decision, like there's an order in which we do decision making, and I think with Vix, what was it? It was basically, do we proceed? Do we proceed or do we break contact?
Yep.
That's the first
Because
decision.
we're looking at our three main. Remember, in our philosophy, our three main pieces are tempo, reach, and survivability. Okay, so tempo means we're trying to move. We're trying to act faster than the enemy can. Okay, reach is essentially we're trying to dominate an objective with using the VIX, and survivability is survivability. You're
Yeah.
trying to survive. Like we want to make sure the human element survives over everything. At the end of the day, we're not doing that. But it go what you were talking about is that we essentially we dictate the fight. So are you moving through contact, right? On there? Or are you dismounting? Or are you moving, avoiding the contact through alternate routes?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times.
It seems like in urban areas, avoiding contact and alternate routes are better. So we come down this road right here, this way the front's facing, and there's a bunch of dudes in front of the church, a bunch of enemy in front of the church. We probably don't want to push through because they're going to blast us. Or there's a checkpoint there. We probably want to turn between these buildings.
Yep.
Like immediately.
But
Like
what I'm talking about is a scenario like in this. I've got a little scenario set up where basically to test those thinking points.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Okay.
Kind of in the mix of adding this urban to it. So
Yeah.
it's one of those things of like, hey, what's the decision making as you're doing this, right? And our end goal is to get to a point and survive, essentially.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So let's take 2 Vicks. I got both Vicks. Okay. Oh, you're gonna be the driver, and remember. So here's the other thing, Delta, is kind of what we talked about previously. Was the drivers, like if they're moving in here, the drivers need to make those decisions. So like everybody knows the objective, right? That's in the briefing. Like we all should know that.
But the execution is up to us.
The execution is up to you, yes. So how you essentially do that, that's on you making that call. Like you shouldn't have a TC saying, "Oh, you need to do this, this, and this," or a commander saying you do this, this, and this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you should, as a driver, if you hit a roadblock, that's your decision, okay? On there, I know we don't have a lot of people to do the dismounted action, but what we'll do is, if there's a dismount call to be made, then we'll just everyone dismount, okay?
Yeah.
All right. So Al,
I'm on,
or actually, let's just take one Vic.
Yeah.
Let's just take one Vic.
I'm on
Let's do it because we can do
565,
it that way.
but one Vic's fine. Yeah, we don't need the
Yeah.
radios.
We can do.
Where to, boss?
So, Al, you're going to go out here.
Straight.
You're going to take a left onto the main MSR.
Yep.
And you're going to go to Winemere.
Oh, I don't. Here, let me look at the map.
It's on the western side.
Oh, Woodmere. And we are where? Upper
Upper Limford.
Limford.
Next
So
to
we're
the
You're right next to the church. Yep.
okay. So I'm just gonna go out here and take a left, and that's that road, the east to west road, right?
Yes.
All right. Let's do this. All right. I'm gonna go out here and take a left at this road. No, at the
Yep.
next
So you're
road.
gonna turn
The
left
stop
here.
sign. Oh, at the stop sign. Yeah, stop
Turn
sign.
left. So go up here. Take a left. I kind of help guide you. Okay.
All right. I don't see anything really.
Right. We're taking the left.
Okay.
And then basically stay on this MSR. You'll come to a big town.
Oh, I see it up there. I see a church steeple. What is up there? I can't really see in the distance. I don't see anything.
I can't see. Period.
Is that a... No. Is that a military thing right there?
Rocket.
Oh,
Okay. So hold on. Pause. All right. Because you made this call.
Yep.
What should be our very first action?
we're getting out.
Everyone out. Right? Like, if once Alabaster has made that decision right there, we should all be out of the vehicles in 3 seconds. Because remember,
Yes.
unfortunately, our decision making is in seconds. We don't get the luxury of saying, well, we get a minute to decide. Like, most of everything we're doing is 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're moving. You know, we're boots on the ground, we're moving. Right?
And I went left because it gave us the most cover.
That's fine. That's fine. I remember there's not how we were talking about this. You can't teach for every single scenario.
Right.
What you have to do is there's a doctrine and there's a way of thinking, and then we challenge those thinking thoughts. Right?
I've got an idea. Hold on. Grenade.
Grenade.
Bounce it off that roof ledge so it drops back down nice and close.
Alright, Delta, so what's the problem with using nades here?
Civilians.
We
don't know what's on the other side of this wall, right?
All I know is that there was something that shot us.
Right. But what happens if there was civvies standing there
It'd be naded.
as well?
Court martial for me.
Yep. Alright. So we have these enemies, they're attacking us. So
I'm right across the street.
So here's what I'm gonna do real quick. Is I'm gonna reset this scenario real quick.
Okay.
So Al, while I'm doing that, tell me your thought process. why you made the decision that you made.
I made the decision because the road, we are not at an advantage. The enemy's at the advantage. They've been looking down this road. We pull up. I need to break that visual contact with us and immediately get us into cover, or we're just sitting duck. So I moved the vehicle behind the first concrete wall that I saw, and then we can get out on foot. That's why I made that decision. Line of sight.
Not wrong way of thinking. At all. Let me challenge this. What are your other options in that case
I
scenario?
could have turned around. I could have went off road and stayed in the vehicle. We could have not got out, and we could have turned left there and went around the say our objective was further down the road, further into the town. We could have just went around it completely. The decision to dismount was just based on these guys are going to shoot at us. I assumed we were close to our destination.
Okay. Yeah. So, what was something that we talked about last week that was one of our principles for decision making?
I don't remember.
Are we in direct fire or indirect fire?
That was we were not in either. Well, it was indirect fire. It wasn't accurate fire yet, but I felt like it was going to be about to be accurate fire.
Yeah. So I don't, and that's where I say, your decision isn't wrong, but it's the process of challenging your thoughts.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep. I think if we had gone any further, it would have been direct accurate fire.
Okay. So let's try, real quick. Let's try the same scenario, and instead of what we did, where we stopped, let's push past contact.
Okay. Ooh.
Right?
Yep. Can do.
Pedal to the metal.
Because let's say we have to get time on target quick. All right? It's all about how fast we get there, right? So if we do that, let's go ahead and mount up. Everybody's healed. All right. So let's. Oh, I didn't want to be the gunner, but okay. So let's move through this with haste.
Okay.
Okay. So you've got 2 minutes to get on target. That's the scenario.
All right, I see some military type things up here on the left. No fire. Oh.
I can see their enemy contacts.
Got more military things here.
Yep. Reloading.
Block up ahead.
I'm going to turn around.
Alright, so we took contact here. Yep. And you slow down. We should be out, right?
Yeah, I can't really see. It's hard to turn around these vehicles.
Right. But remember, Al, we want to avoid turning the VIX around as much as possible.
I just don't know the area.
Well, and think about it. Most of the time, we're not going to.
Yeah.
Okay. So now we're out. All right. So
dismount.
Al's there, right? Up.
Holy shit!
Yep. Because we're out. See, we were able to deal with that more effectively than everybody being inside the VIX.
Yeah.
But did you kind of see, Al, what I was talking about with your decision, the first decision you made of, oh, hey, there's something up here. We are
Okay,
going to.
I'm gonna pull you away real quick. I'll show you something. Something you need to teach your guys before the deployment. You good with that?
Sure. We're in VC right now.
That sounds
Okay, fuck it.
ominous as
I was
fuck.
hopping your VC. Or are you in the HNS VC?
We're in the HNS VC. We're in our Gator VC.
Damn, never mind. I don't have access to that. I want to set something up in that castle. When you guys are done, just fucking type in chat and I'll fucking.
Okay.
explain it.
Yeah, I'll
I'll
ping you.
Alright. Alright.
Alright,
Have fun.
cool.
Alright.
He's gonna plant 10 billion IDs, isn't he?
I don't know, but if you think about it, Al, your first decision making with that possible contact, right? It was not wrong, because you essentially preserved that. But let's say the mission is to get fast on target, right? Do you think we would have been able to quickly get on target, have it boots on ground, having to fight that?
No, that would take forever.
Yeah.
But it was really risky. We drove right by
Yep.
that vehicle. It was super risky.
But that's part of our speed. We're remaining control. So when you got here and you're like, oh shit, I don't know where I'm going, or whatever, that's where our decision should go instantly. All right, dismount.
Yeah.
And
Well-
then we figure out what the fuck we need to do.
Well,
You
the
know what
reason
I
I
mean?
took this dirt road is because I assumed there was another checkpoint on the other side of town, on the MSR.
Which is fine.
So I'm like, I'm
And that's
taking
what
this
I'm
dirt
saying.
road.
Right. So, but that's what I'm saying. Is like, you don't know what's up here, right? You made that decision as the driver. We have to now live with that decision, whatever that is. That is not a. We can always look back on a crystal ball and say, well, I could have done this better. But if you don't know the scenario in front, how do you make that decision, right? So it's like, hey, we came through here, but soon as our first instinct should be dismount that vehicle. Okay, we've regained here, right? We dealt with that contact. Well, now we got to pause, right? Here. Now we can either decide to remount the vehicle and push forward with it, or we can all be a full dismounted piece, right?
Yep.
But by keeping that speed that essentially happened, and they can't hit us, right? Where we get into those, and this is something I was trying to figure out when we beside here in the 75th, is we would put ourselves into stupid decisions and then get RPG'd the shit out
Yep.
of. So we would get contact, but then we would keep on fighting into contact in the Vinx,
Yep.
and then always ended badly.
Every time.
So, yes. So that's the biggest key point is dismount.
More guns in the fight.
Like that's literally that decision needs to be within 3 seconds of a dismount. Vehicle stops, boom, everybody's out. Because what's the worst case scenario?
We
If
have
you're
to-
like, oh, well, this is a bad idea.
Well, we run into a house and our vehicle gets blown up, and maybe one of us gets hit.
Or-
but
Or one person goes down,
Yeah.
2 people go down. We can always get back in the vehicle,
Yeah.
right? It's much easier to get in the vehicle than it is to essentially, like, get killed in it and our whole team goes down. Okay. So let me see what's still set up. All right. Delta, do you have any thoughts, opinions? Or
None
Gus?
from my end.
Does all that make sense, or
Yeah.
any questions? Thoughts?
If we go back into this contact, we might want to take a different route. We might want to send
Okay.
somebody up the road
What is going on?
to do a little recon.
Yeah. So, which one am I do?
Who is
Ow.
Corporal Titchy?
New
Yes,
person.
Somebody renamed it. All right, Al.
For sure.
What do they do to kill everyone like that?
So what we're gonna do here is I removed a lot of this contact. All right. Worry about it. And not those guys. Those guys. Go delete. All right. Would our truck get deleted? All right.
I thought you moved it.
I went up the road and did a little bit of recon, and we have a
Right.
wall to the right up here that we can hide
Yeah.
behind.
So Al, let's do this in the sense of like we don't know that this whole like a reset of the scenario
Oh, okay.
essentially. Okay. But let's come in here. So let's all mount up. Go back out to this MSR.
Mm-hmm.
Take a right and take your first MSR.
Okay.
Actually, Delta, you want a gun? Or Gus, one of y'all? Yeah,
I'm on the
you
button
get in the
gun.
passenger. All right. So let's roll in here. Okay. So we're coming into it. We're gonna exercise is coming into an urban environment, right? We're trying to push through this town that is. So you're gonna turn right here. Up. Turn. That was a quick right.
This right.
Yep. So now we're in this urban environment, right? Our problem is everything's a fatal funnel. Everything's a kill box, right? So we're driving. Oh no! Shit.
Oh!
Yep.
Oh, dead.
That was bad.
And I'll put a
later.
spawn back here.
Oh.
Okay.
Let me respawn over there.
The deaths are all on you now.
Okay, there should be a spawn.
I spawned back here, but I'm pretty far away from.
Oh, not that. Yeah, sorry, not that spawn.
Oh, different spawn.
Yeah, the city we were at, the wine mirror.
The nameless one by water, by the creek.
Windmere
Yeah.
Tunnel.
Yep. So that was a shitty situation, right? So there's no way from a driving perspective of this being brand new, that you would have known about that, right?
Right.
And why is that?
Because we didn't have recon. We're just driving through town.
Yep.
And
But
there's no
thing-
way through. They just had the whole street blocked off.
Yep. But the elevation dictated. So
Yep.
you know, we're on this high point. We come around this blind corner there. Now, if we do this same scenario again and not blow through, let's try it again without blowing through. So let's try to employ, you know, some more of our doctrine for this. Right?
Okay. Well, what we were doing before was we were trying to move fast.
Yep. So let's fast is slow, slow is fast.
Yeah.
Right? So let's go back to our fundamentals of all this and try to figure out that.
Getting
So we're not trying to blow through it now.
Yeah, hold on. I have to fucking write up some papers while I'm doing this.
First right up here.
Yep. And it's like you're turning right
here.
instantly.
We're going up a hill here.
Yep. Okay, so we're coming into a town.
Oh.
Got
Right.
directly ahead.
Yep. So
All right.
hold on.
Dismount. Dismount.
Yep.
Dismount. Dismount.
Well, here's the thing. Well, now
Yep.
instead of doing that whole backup thing,
Yeah.
just hit the brakes, stop the Vic, and everybody just dismounts.
I had to get
Right
the Vic into cover though.
Nope. Don't worry about the Vic.
Okay.
Because when we start prioritizing saving the Vics, we've already failed.
Okay.
Our core piece of our doctrine is fuck the Vics.
Yeah.
We can't have the attachment to a Vic. Okay. So
I love her.
because that's what got us in trouble a lot with the 75th. Right? Was we tried to save these Vics and make them fighting platform. Okay? So it's literally, hey, we come up to contact and we're stopping the Vic ASAP, right? So we came into contact right here. Okay? So what I'm doing now is, Al, if you get in the gun.
Yep.
Okay.
Stand by.
Good. Hold on, Delta and Gus.
Hold
All right. Yep. So Delta and Gus are there, right? All right. So we're doing this in an urban, okay? So Alabaster, the 50s in guns, where do you think they're, like right now, where do you think their priority targets are?
Who's priority targets?
If you're on a 50 in a Vic,
Yeah.
what are you prioritizing as focal areas?
Prioritizing in front of us, like at a
Okay,
probably 40-degree angle in front of us.
Okay, that's good. All right, see where Gus and Delta are right
Yep.
now.
Yep. I can see Gus.
Okay.
I can't see Delta.
If something comes in front of us, right? I think Gus is the one that's on the road.
Oh, I see him.
Okay. What do you think Gus is going to be able to do?
He's gonna dip behind that wall.
Or he's going to be able to deal with the contact front,
Yeah.
right? Okay. You see this yellow building on Gus's right and in between Delta?
Yeah.
What happens if there's somebody in the second story?
Well, they're gonna drop hand grenades on all of us.
Yeah, they're gonna fuck Gus up because Gus is not paying attention right there.
Right.
So when we're in urban, our mounted 50s are prioritizing second stories.
Okay.
on there. That's really what we're looking at. We're looking at, because if and this is where that dismounted philosophy comes in. Think about it. If everyone is dismounted and they're all on the ground, and I know we just have those two, got two guys, but let's say there's 6 guys right here. There, and people come out of a building, or people are in a building on the first floor. They got that, right?
Yep.
Like, that's their zone. It's so much harder for them to do the second story.
Yeah.
And since we're not right on their ass, we're kind of offset back a little bit, or in front. It's very easy for the 50 to do on there. We don't want to make you watch the entire field. You know what I mean?
Ooh, get on this gun and look at that 3rd story of that building right there.
Oh yeah. There's not always a case scenario that we're going to be able to make it.
Yeah.
But even if you're not zoomed all the way in, right?
Right.
I can still, like, see? Like, I know where that fit shot is.
Yeah.
Right there. But if I'm worried, if I'm watching the second stories here with my 50, because they're dismounted on the ground, it makes everything easier for everyone, essentially. And we're basically trying to, we're not, with the VIX in this urban, we're trying to stay back enough where everything is our whole 180 in front of us.
Yeah.
We don't want this gun looking too far to the right? That's a problem. That's what the boots in the grounds are for. So if there's an alleyway that's here, I'm not shifting this Vic all the way up to that alleyway. I'm going to set it back behind that alleyway, so if something comes out of it, I can deal with it. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
The boots on the ground are worried about those alley covers at the end of the day. Does that make sense?
It does.
Okay. So
You ever play Modern Warfare 2?
Nope.
Oh, never mind then.
So what do you?
It's-
What are
they're
we
at,
gonna
like
speak?
one of the first missions is riding in a Humvee, and all the attacks come from 2nd story or the tops of buildings.
Gotcha.
At Bradley. Kaboom.
And that's the big thing when we're in these urbans and we're using the 50. That, you know, the 50's prioritizing the multi-story, and our boots on the ground are prioritizing the low. Now they might move to a second story, and you know that the gunner of course has to be dynamic in what they're doing. But as our general rule, we're looking at the secondary stories as our primary. Okay. All right. So Gus and Delta, you're dismounted. So now we're moving through this town. Okay. So, Delta, if you want to move with Gus, kind of up there.
Get up here, boy.
Yep.
I'm not
So-
against myself.
Yeah. So they're moving and clear. Okay. So what we're doing is we're kind of following close enough where we're not in their ass. Where if something, let's say, they get fucking wiped, that we're also gonna get wiped, right?
Sandbags a bit.
Yep. So they see that contact. So that's up to them to
Vehicle
basically
mounted to
Yep.
personal.
So see, they're engaging contact, Alabaster, and a lot of times with a
Hit
Vic,
one shot for that.
when
You
we've
hit him
got
in
the
chest.
dismounted, we're gonna want to wait till they engage so we can engage.
Yeah.
So like here, they're engaging. It's safer to pull up now and support them because
Right.
now, right, we've got the bigger gun, but they're acting as our force recon essentially. So we're not putting this Vic in a bad position. So, boom, you know, we see that. And while we're doing this, what's this allow them to do?
They can advance
Move.
now.
Right? Because now, like, even if I open up here, right there, right? I'm causing enough chaos where they can move, or
Right.
I'm doing that suppressive fire where they can move, and they're way more agile than we are in an urban environment, right? And see, and you're gonna a lot of times also dictate the position. So like Delta and Gus, you see how Al's parked right up here right now? This is a great position. See, he's got an overwatch. Like I literally just saw that guy pop over that sandbag on Delta.
Yep.
That makes sense? So
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna try to use in any kind of scenario, we're also trying to position Vix with a terrain advantage. So we
Yep.
have to take the terrain into an account, the buildings into account. You're not going to put yourself into a disadvantaged position, essentially, onto it. And that's where I say there's like to give you every single scenario would be say we're gonna basically rehearse every map that we play on before we get on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, but that's never gonna happen. So it's like, all right, this is a great spot. Okay.
What do we do about what's coming up where there's a vehicle, mounted vehicle, and a guy in the second story? Can I request the whatever vehicle to pull up and then unload on?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's all about preservation. So if you're saying that, hey, it's more advantageous to get this 50 in there than you guys can do, or if you guys need to go around, if the ground forces need to go around and move, like it's whatever the situation calls, because you can't. I don't. It's so hard to say. Well, if this happens, then do this. If that does that, it's more like, hey, what are you trying to accomplish here? So, like, if you think that it's more advantageous, then yes, we would move the 50 in there on that corner, you know? So you want to try that, Gus?
Yeah.
Okay. So here would be my thing, is this is a three-way intersection, right? What don't we want to do here?
Pull right in the middle of the three-way intersection.
Correct. Because that puts at a disadvantage spot. So if we get into a scenario, and this is where it comes into the driver. Let's say the ground forces are saying, oh, we got this contact here. Well, it's going to be your ultimate call to say, hey, I can't put this Vic here because I'm going to get my shit fucked. You know what I mean? So, all right. So let's keep on rolling through.
All right, get out of the road. So I'm going to pull up short, and they're looking right and left, I suppose. But
they're looking right.
But
yeah. But see, Gus let us know, because Gus is that human intelligence and that mobility that says, "Hey, I've got a target here on my right side, right?"
Yep.
So, and look at this. So, hold on. Let's pause it up. Well, I think I just fucked it up. Alabaster, get in the gunner seat.
Civilian on the left or right.
Well, yeah. Just we're gonna pause right here. All right, don't do any. No.
Okay.
All right, look where that turret was placed.
It was like right here.
Nope, it was down the street.
Oh, it was that way?
About 234.
2.
You see on the second story?
32. Yeah. Yeah. That's
There's an enemy, right?
No. I don't see any enemies. Oh, I see him now. I see him.
Yep. See, these guys couldn't see that, right?
Yep.
But because we've got this mounted, we can see over this wall.
Yep.
So the vehicle's protected. We can take out that contact right there with our 50.
Yeah, that is the best fence in the world.
But yep, and then see, you got that vehicle right there. Boom, 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 boom. Hold up. Yeah. And you see how we're only peeked the vehicle out just enough for that 50 to be effective.
Yep.
But we were only able to do that because Gus was the boots on the ground going, hey, so like if we got in contact right there, okay? So we might not want to push that, right? So how would we approach this situation where now we're in this fatal funnel, we're getting contacts, we don't know that we want to press that? What's the smart idea to do?
Ditch the
Here.
Vic behind this wall.
Okay,
Do it
Vic
on
behind
foot.
this wall, then what?
Oh, I'm dead. No, I'm not. Press it. Oh, that was friendly fire. Okay. Push it. On foot.
What's something a little smarter?
Call in air support.
About
Go around this way. Flank.
no.
That's all smart.
that?
Stop.
Eh.
Smoke, yeah, okay.
Okay, smoke. Then what?
I don't know.
These ground forces are able to move, right? Here, and press that and press more onward.
Right.
Okay. So then we're trying to
Jesus.
not set those vehicles in there. So when we're in these urban environments, don't be afraid to use the smoke for covers when we get in these tricky scenarios right here. Right? As concealment. Now, we're not going to go out here and fight behind this. Like, I'm not pulling this truck out and fighting in this smoke because
Right.
I can't see shit.
Yeah, exactly. What are we going to do now?
Yeah, all it is to allow these guys to move. We might move the vehicle in coordination with them for suppressive fire, so they can get across the street. Then now they're across the street, right? So what's the advantage here?
What's the advantage? They can't see us.
Yeah, these guys are now combat effective again.
Yeah.
Right? They're not. We've allowed them now to have that mobility. Because that's our biggest asset, is people on the ground being mobile. Right? So then they can start pushing these buildings and clear them. Well, once they start clearing, then we can start actually taking our vehicle and moving up.
Any station is
So-
not ready, check.
Right?
Mm-hmm. But they can see me, so we would need to throw more smoke there, I think. But I'm just going to run over to it.
Because our whole philosophy is we're trying to create the fight on our terms, not the enemy's terms. So yeah, if Gus and Delta start pushing up the street, right?
Any station is not radio check.
Right, so like here, we're up here. So in this case scenario, Delta and Gus are pushing down this lane. What's our issues here?
Second story.
Yep, our second story.
Between buildings.
Yep. What is that? What is our thinking here in between these sets of buildings?
It's just a nightmare. This is just a nightmare situation. So
what would we do here? What are our thoughts here?
let me go out and look at it. I can't really see. We would cover the second story for them and let them push up.
Yep, we would let them essentially clear the building.
Yep.
And we would act. Because if we put ourselves in in the middle of those buildings,
Yeah, we're dead.
how do we know that there's not some RPG sitting
Yeah.
in a second story or some shit like
Or
that?
between those two buildings up there, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And what we do too is, Gus and Delta push up. Master, because I don't know. Push up to the next. Push up basically to the buildings. The end of those buildings. There are AIs in your right. 2 buildings. Yes. There. So. All right. So Alabaster, just hold there, right now. So they're pushed up there, right? So, what happens if as... Oop, no, let me do this, Game Master.
I got contact him.
Yep, so they're clearing that building, right?
Yep.
We're sitting where we are. Okay? What happens if this is a bad guy?
Oh, the guy right next to us?
This guy in the road.
Oh, I have to get out and deal with him. Oh, wait, guy on the road. Oh, we can shoot him.
Yep. Yeah, they're in there clearing that building.
Yeah, we have
We're
Overwatch.
holding that. This guy comes in here,
Yep.
comes out of this alley, and it's like, ha ha ha, I'm gonna do it. We blast the fuck out.
Yep.
You know? Now, if we were pushed up here, right, what would happen if this guy came out of the alley right here?
We would not be able to hit him at that distance. He'd be too close to the vehicle.
Exactly. So that's where some of our decision making with the vehicles in the urban come into. We don't always want to be up in the fight.
Yep.
Sometimes we want to sit back a little bit where we have that picture.
The 50s work better at 30 meters as opposed to 1 meter.
Yep. Because now they're clearing up that town, right? You know, we are able to move through, you know? 50's up on the second stories as you're running through.
Yep.
Yep, they've cleared that. We're doing that. I'm scanning here. I'm looking to my right. I'm looking to my right, prioritizing, you know, we're doing near to far on everything. We're looking at our immediate contacts and then moving out further. Oh, I got you back in. See, like right here, there's that second story contact.
Yep.
As they're on the bottom, let's say working that building, and I can start suppressing firing the second story.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Coming up, second floor.
Yep. And then it takes that coordination of saying, hey, we're there.
Hello, door. Are you?
So,
But that's the thoughts, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, is there any questions, thoughts, opinions?
My thoughts on this is that we are kind of doing the opposite what we would do in 75th, where we would lead and then the ground forces would kind of sweep in behind us, and that would get us killed every time. So it's better to like hang back and do Overwatch.
Doors are locked. Let me fucking try to lockpick these things. How do I do that again? Pull that thing out.
what spawn are y'all at?
Windmere.
Windmere Beach. It's all the way on the edge by the water.
It's not letting me pull out the tool. So we're gonna melee the door to break it open.
So is there anything that like people are unclear about or?
No,
Thoughts?
it's very
No.
the whole doctrine is like in totality. It's a little bit unclear, but that's the way it is.
Is there a box down somewhere around here?
Nugget, you're standing on the box, literally.
Oh, nuts.
You know, the doctrine is fluid, and
What's up?
it starts over every time we move up. You know, we do one piece, and then the doctrine starts over, and so it's not. You know what I'm saying? Does that make
Yeah.
sense?
Yeah, it's and that's what I was telling you is like when trying to think about this, you can't just give, oh well, here's a scenario, go do,
No.
because there's so many equations that can happen that
Yeah.
change your thinking.
Exactly. So it's a decision tree that kind of resets at each leg.
Yep, and that's what I'm saying is like there's not a direct decision all the time. Sometimes we have to say, like, where we're in the very beginning of this, your dismount wasn't wrong. Pushing past it isn't wrong.
Right.
But what is our mission? Okay? If our mission says, "Hey, we have to move quick, we have to hit them with force," we're gonna try to go all gas, no brakes, as long as survivability
Alabaster,
allows
shoot into
it.
the church.
I'm driving.
Oh, I got it.
I could drive into the
Reloading.
church.
Take me to church, I want like to die.
Does that make sense, Al?
Yep.
Like,
By the altar.
we're prioritizing the mission. The mission must be completed, and we're prioritizing survivability.
Yep.
And the biggest key point is literally vehicle stops for a second, we're out the door within 3.
Yep.
We got that fucking altar apart. Jesus Christ.
And it's a better thing. Like, see, like you're in this vehicle right now, Al, where you're doing that. It's better for you, even as a driver, to just be standing outside of it
Yeah,
like this
exactly.
than it is
Yep.
sitting in that passenger.
Yeah.
Because now, even if that 50's going, you're another body here.
Oh, my gun is
Doing that.
gone. That's the second time I lost my rifle. I'm just gonna use my fingers. Pew pew.
Here you go. There's a gun on the ground.
Look at my suppressor.
It's a red hot. The blue evil lobster.
Because now you're twice as effective.
Yeah.
Because now we've got 2 guns in here. Cool. Did anyone not learn something?
Sorry, I unge det for I unge. Gus, you broke the goddamn piano. You piece of shit.
No religion allowed here.
It's a music instrument.
A religious one.
Here, hold on, let me open the door.
Yeah, open them. I
Well,
can't quite get that in here.
let me invite you in like a vampire.
I should call her.
Maybe go back a bit and left. You might be you've got yourself a bit stuck.
Recon Meister.
Man, who got the stuck in here?
I think it's great.
I'm waiting for this church to collapse on top of me because I'm constantly hitting the wall.
Humvee doesn't fit in the church.
But that's the other thing. Is like, don't be scared to use smokes in an
Right.
urban environment.
Just don't throw them too close to the enemy. I've seen smokes deployed in really bad ways before, where they throw them at the enemy.
Yeah.
So we just got to be
But
good about it.
you're using it in like you're using it for the concealment purposes.
No, I know. The last few the last few missions that we were a part of, smokes were used in really iffy ways, and we could see the enemy and we're shooting at the enemy, and then people throw smokes at the enemy and can't see the enemies anymore. They can see you. So use smokes carefully. Maybe we should have a smoke training. Oh yeah.
That's a grenade.
Sorry.
It wasn't even you, that was Meister. I just see the grenade laying next to the smoke, and I'm like, I wonder if that's armed. Turns out it
Okay.
was.
Let me see.
Who's even shooting me?
Gus.
Oh, that makes sense. I can see the stations of the cross from here. All right, what did we have to learn?
Hey, brother.
What
We're done.
Okay, I'm gonna go grab something to eat. Do we have anything else? Was there some fancy thing that we had to learn?
Hey. Yeah, they were. Caleb wants to run through something real quick. with
Okay,
us.
I'm gonna go grab a bite to eat real quick. I'll be back in like 30 seconds. I'm just gonna eat some cottage cheese. I'll be back in a minute.
I just got bullied. Oh, I can't believe my own friend just shot me. So sad.
If you're wondering, Mike, I was busy with S2 late.
Alright, you're fine.
Oh yeah, Meister, I
Most of
fell
the time.
asleep, so that's why I was
No, your mom beat you. I heard it.
I had a better reason than that, so.
Why did they just murk me, bro?
Came at us with a weapon.
I was just holding a sword.
That's
I
a
didn't
weapon.
even, like, I was asking why is there, there's swords in the game?
Why are you asking questions?
I'm allowed to do that, you know.
That's a weapon.
Alright, is this
I
everyone?
also find it it's in like I find
You
it
forgot.
that-
You forgot the sped kid.
I'm saving this in my loadout. This is
Alright,
Caleb, drop them.
don't tell me twice.
why are you doing keep putting me in each
Alright, come over here.
We're back to our IAT shenanigans.
I'm sure a lot of y'all remember from the last deployment. This shit.
This is officially Coca-Cola shaped bomb.
Yeah. They're back in play this next deployment.
Don't
Don't
trip
trip-
over
don't
that
trip
tripwire.
wire.
There's a
Don't
tripwire.
trip-
There's a tripwire. You just step over the
Okay.
tripwire.
So
Why is my character
there's this
built
crush
funny?
wire. It's really hard to see when it's actually emplaced in roadways. The only thing I'm gonna attach it to is the yellow jug. You'll see the yellow jug see the yellow jug, don't see a camera
Why is there
or
a battery on the floor?
pressure pad, you know it's a wire.
It's a tripwire.
You can, if I'm not
Press that
mistaken, you
button?
can shoot these
No.
to bip them.
Yes. We did that last one. Yep.
Yeah. So you guys are familiar with them. Just make sure your new guys or your
Oh, my character's fixed.
mentally challenged guys are aware of these and are paying attention. And there's going to be other ones. There's going to be another mod I'm going to put in tonight. It's different
Is it the one I
IEDs.
did?
The toilet IDs.
Hello.
Are these going to be on the road?
Yes, on the road, in buildings, in cities. They're going to be.
Okay, we're not going to be able to see them in the VIX.
You told me I have to see that,
Yeah, you
like,
can.
That,
All right.
6-volt
We
battery
did.
in the middle of the road.
I mean, yeah, the cameras we saw.
I don't even know if I want to do deployment. They're just making
But
it
the
fucking
crush wire I'm
impossible.
not going to put without putting a giant ass yellow jug at the end of it. So you're going to be able to see it.
Where's the pressure pad?
So one suggestion, because we're locked in first person, Caleb, is probably do some other indicator that they're there. Like the yellow makes sense there, but like some kind of random object or rubble or something that isn't normal.
Yeah, so there's going to be the other mod that I'm going to put in. It's going to have like weirdly disfigured toilets. Here, let me pull it up.
The IED toilet.
It's going to
Yes, it's an
have.
IED toilet.
I mean, if they litter the
Yes,
roads
it's an
with
IED
IEDs,
toilet,
we're
it's
just
gonna
going to
be
blow
a
up.
tire, it's going to be a cardboard box and a suitcase.
And I assume we're not clearing the roads
so once
either.
those are in, it's going to be similar shit.
Be aware
wanna-
that they can be remotely detonated. Maybe. I don't know. I wasn't able to get to do that.
Last
No,
deployment
when
not
we
that
didn't
one.
have
Activate them,
that big an
They
issue.
go off in the timer.
What I
don't
when Alabama
understand.
remember
I
what-
just don't
It's going to be
understand.
accompanied by an
Well,
observer,
yeah.
which is going to activate it
my issue
and run
might be
away
with
and
it
hope I kill you guys.
is our next deployment in fucking Greenland or whatever. Why the fuck would there be IED?
But
I just don't
also
understand
for the
what we're
deployment,
doing.
chances are you're going to lose Gus, just like how whoever Ninja's attached to is going to lose Ninja.
I mean, I
S3 is going to be
understand
S3.
that. You know,
Just take everything
IEDs are
away
good.
and
It's
throw
nice for
everything at
fun.
us. I don't.
Is that
And-
all?
And then, yeah, that's all. And then Meister. So I don't know if Gus told you, but deployment's going to be 3 days on, 3 days off. I'm just going to work it as 3 days a week. Get with your team, or get with the other teams and figure out, fuck, you're Gator, you're not an MSOT. I'm going to implement the line units actually requesting you guys. There's
It
going to
should,
be,
like-
I'm going to figure out something, but you guys will be actually requested and utilized properly.
because last time we didn't have an issue just because we always put the line infantry
You got any
in front of us
suggestions, any
to
way you want it to go?
sweep for cameras, pressure pads, and shit like that.
Yeah, it's well, it depends on the. I haven't worked a lot with line units. It depends on the line units, so how they operate. Because if they're anything like you know 75th, they just go raw charge, do dummy fucky blowy stupid shit.
No, I'm talking about like Gypsy and whatever fucking Bubba named his.
Oh, we just run as operators. That's something that's talking about. Is we're just running as operators. If there's vehicles involved, then we're essentially operating those VICs. Essentially, not making it as a
Support request.
Right.
He's yours.
Yeah, I know. He's been mine for a long time.
I haven't seen him.
He's been around.
But yeah, so you guys are going to be operating as a MSOT team, and then so it's just you guys are MSOT, and if there's vehicles involved, you guys drive.
Basically, that's what makes the most sense onto it is basically embed with the Gypsy and Banshee or whatever, basically. And if there's vehicles, then basically it's used to support them onto it.
All right, so are you you gonna like split your team? Half Gator go with Gypsy and half the team go with, or how's that gonna work?
That's whatever's available, or whoever's available for whatever nights and what's going on.
He had his one shot and he missed.
So, yeah.
Because Caleb, we're only 5 guys right now.
5 guys.
Yeah. Literally.
Are you counting Nugget or no?
Yes, that's counting Nugget.
Yeah. 4 guys.
Yeah.
No, so the way it's gonna work is it's gonna be Bo wants 3 days on, 3 days off. I don't want to deal with that shit. It's just gonna be 3 days a week. And then if you guys want to operate or do anything outside of your 3-day window, and it doesn't have to be consecutive, it could be Monday, Wednesday, Friday, it could be Friday, Saturday, Sunday. If they're wanting to operate outside of that window, they have to request S3, because no one's getting GM. There's going to be a mod in here that's disabled GM vote.
I have a question.
So that way. What?
Is eating dandelions healthy for you? I saw it whenever I fly. I saw it whenever I
Yes,
saw
Nugget, they are especially healthy for you.
Well, I remember as a kid I would eat those.
And answer so much.
I'm dying.
But yeah, Caleb, it's hard to justify like a vehicle employment as its own thing if we've got you know 1-9 and all them in here with their basically
they're going to be operating separate from us. So
right.
This 360 no scope, bro. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they're going to be operating separately. They're going to be basically handling mass city control, doing route clearance, doing all that. Our jobs are going to be either protecting HVI, have a target, or conducting raids.
Yep. And that's what I'm saying. Like, it's better if we just embed with the teams. And if there's a vehicle used, then we're using the vehicles. If not, we're just running on boots on the ground with them.
Yeah, that's fair. So yeah. Then in that case, I'm gonna get with the other 2 teams and figure out what days they want to do it, and then I hear him. Where is he? Oh. And then yeah, it's gonna be I'm requesting pilots and shit like that. So.
Yep.
Just be have the gunner looking for shit like that.
Well, and that's one of the things I'm trying to get actually people shifted to, because like with the doctrine with special forces is like unless you're trying to get to an objective quickly or it's really far away, basically nobody's sitting in a Vic. You're dismounted, boots on ground more than that. The Vics are there to kind of enhance that fight or support the guys that are on the ground at the end of the day. So like if you were watching any of what we were doing kind of tonight was like literally you've got the NSOT teams pressing, clearing, and then the vehicles doing that overwatch, especially second story clearance to it. So.
Yeah, a lot of the transport that is utilized within that higher tier community is Little Birds. Little Birds and Blackhawks. So it's primarily Little Birds because they're fast and agile, which is what I want to see us use more. Like fly in, come down on the rooftop, everyone dismounts, and the bird takes away.
Yep.
But,
And that's what a lot of the doctrine shows is like in a lot of urban environments, you're gonna your first question is how do I use a little bird versus a Vic?
Yeah. So, thank you for letting me show you guys. I just wanted to let you guys know because I knew you guys were drivers and I didn't know you guys were falling in with the other teams.
Yeah, that's what I've talked with Sweet, and I've dropped that ear into Bo's, or dropped it into Bo's ear about it. It just makes more sense. Speak of the devil.
What the fuck happened? I don't think Nugget knows about the special shotgun.
Probably not.
I am a. Huh? Next time I die, I'll blow up. It's like being Arabic.
It doesn't work that way. Put him back down. Bring him back over here.
It didn't work?
I didn't. It just knocks him out for a couple seconds. You probably just knocked him out.
Meister's shooting me. Oh. Yes, no. That's a smoke grenade.
Are we keeping, Caleb? Are we keeping first person in, even with them joining in?
Yeah, fuck those guys.
Okay.
And fuck us.
Yeah, because
Jesus.
we probably won't use anything, especially if there's IEDs. Like, we probably won't use the JLTVs, because the JLTVs are a fucking nightmare in first person to look out of.
Yeah. They are also a pain in the ass to drive in real life.
Yeah.
I was one of the first few on Fort Hood to fucking get licensed on them. It was interesting. But you can Carolina squat them. That's funny.
Were you there when that one like commander chopped that girl up?
The arms room guy? Yeah.
Yeah. What the
Yeah,
fuck was
that was my arms room.
I love you, Al.
I don't even know why I play this game sometimes.
What happened with all of the? Oh, that was your roommate?
They just make everything hard.
Holy shit!
It's a pattern. Like I have the same thing happened in the 75th. Just got harder and harder and harder. And then we got no road clearance. And we're just expected to drive fast. And we blow up.
Well, and that's what I say, Al, is you have the decision to make whatever you need to do.
Well, but I mean, if we stop because there's a road full of junk, everybody's yelling. What did you stop for? You know what I mean? Like, it just puts drivers in an
You know what you
impossible
say-
situation. I just don't even want to drive.
Alabaster, you know what you say in that situation?
He's an
Shut
inch work.
up
He can only
in
move
the
an
back.
inch at a time.
That's not what
you
I'm talking
literally say
about.
Dismount. You literally say dismount.
Yeah, but then everybody's pissed because you don't have the vehicles, and they just put us in impossible situations. We got no route clearance, so we have to do route clearance, and then we're not at the objectives fast enough, and it's just like we don't have the tools to succeed, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. So, but
They take away all the tools for success from drivers and
remember,
little birds.
you remember, Al?
Looking at your stats,
That's-
don't take any blood.
That goes back to the doctrine I was telling you about. That's
They got what?
a command decision problem.
Yeah,
Like
that's what I'm talking
that's
about.
that is a failure of
Gray like I was in blood.
planning it.
They
That's
love
not
it.
a
They planned it
failure.
on purpose. They love it.
Yeah.
They love to destroy us and take all of our tools away.
Someone
That's what I'm,
pointed at me.
you know.
Usa, I love you.
This seems my
Which I
way
gotta
to
talk
get
to you on the
fucking
side,
saved.
anyways. Yeah.
Oh man, this
I'll quit whining. There's nothing I can do about it. It seems like the more we complain, the more they get clever.
Just looking up at my face. Oh man, sucks.
I've accepted my fate. I'm gonna blow up.
And this mod with the not being able to run is brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That vehicle's still in the church. That's hilarious.
That's fine.
Oh.
That's where it belongs.
Yeah, don't do that there. Holy water. Holy Well,
I'm going to bed.
I was gonna say,
Good night.
I'm done.
All
I'm
right.
done with in-server. Al, are you getting on any ARC?
Probably. I might have to walk the dog first, so it might be half an hour before I get on there.
Okay.
Kaboom.
Yeah, but look for me on Arc. I've been running a lot of
Okay.
solo.
Did I get him?
I know there's a
But
spot
it's this friendly thing going on in Arc, so I want to get on there and get all my kudos.
Yeah, I'm almost done with it.
Oh, Jesus. Well, I've not had that much time. Stopping.
What's the play today?
So close.
Stop. Actually had to work today, but